So it's a common psychological feature of the material world that everyone thinks that the way that they live is one, normal, and two, the best. You see? So in some cultures, they think it's very good to have many wives. Whereas in another culture, they say, many wives? That's terrible. Now, of course, in Western culture, many people are saying, it's foolish to get married. Why make such a commitment? Just live together, and then when you no longer like each other, then you're free to go and be with someone else. Whereas years ago, they would have said, that's completely immoral. So there are particular standards which are relative to different cultures. So in the Vedic culture, it's actually considered very commendable to completely give up the association of the opposite sex for the sake of attaining the goal of life. Whereas the other, that culture, the Vedic culture, is based on the consideration of a very noble aim of life. Self-realization, enlightenment, God consciousness, and to share that with others to make an ultimate solution to the problems of life. Whereas other cultures, whether it means you can have many wives or no wives, or you never get married and you just live with anyone, they're all based on the consideration of your own personal sense gratification and nothing more. And therefore they're ignoble and should not be taken seriously.
Okay.
So when dealing with atheistic scientists, then one has to deal with causation. And when it comes right down to it, you say, what is the cause of everything? When dealing with atheistic scientists, then we can look at the philosophy of causation. And when we examine it, what is the cause of everything, we'll find that we'll come to an agreement. I don't know what's the cause of everything, and you don't know what is the cause of everything. The scientists, they'll look at the atom and they trace it down, but they can't find the ultimate cause, either on an infinitesimal level of the atom or the cause of the whole universe. On the macrocosmic level, the cause is undiscovered. So, for all intents and purposes, I don't know what the cause is and you don't know what the cause is. But the difference is, I have faith that the ultimate cause has personality and intelligence. And you have faith that the ultimate cause is just some blank, dry, impersonal, meaningless material phenomena, like a particle or a wave or something like that. You see? That's the difference. Now, if we look at causation, we see that the effect never exceeds the cause. For example, if I've got £100, I can give you £1, £10, £99 or £100, but I cannot give you £110 because I don't have it. So similarly, the cause, the effect cannot be greater than its cause. So similarly, we can understand that because I have intelligence and I have personality, that my cause must have intelligence and personality. Like that. It's very simple to understand. Now, the only argument that one may come up with is say, no, you appear to have intelligence and personality, but actually it's just a random manifestation of the molecules in your brain giving you the appearance that you have something called personality and intelligence. Like that. One may say like that. But I would say no. My personality and my intelligence, they're there because I'm a conscious living being. I'm actually a conscious spiritual entity. And my source is another conscious spiritual entity, which is God, a conscious individual living being. So if you say that the cause of my life, personality, intelligence, and individuality is matter, then you have to come back to the point of explaining how matter becomes conscious. And that's why Srila Prabhupada would always preach on the point, you're not the body. Life comes from life, you're not the body, you are the soul, and the symptom of the soul is consciousness. Because no one can explain the phenomena of conscious awareness, which is the symptom of the presence of the soul. And therefore they cannot rationally deny the soul's existence, or the existence of a metaphysical, supernatural, spiritual element, which is there in every body that makes it actually alive and aware. All the latest theories on the brain, everything. They cannot pinpoint or even begin to explain what is consciousness and how it comes about.
Yeah.
And that's because you can't explain it in a material way because it's not a material thing. Now consciousness is a spiritual thing. It has properties and behaves in a particular way. But because it's spiritual, you can't approach it through the material empiric process. But rather, there's a spiritual process for understanding the soul. And one has to apply himself to that process, and that process is Bhakti Yoga or Krishna consciousness, which anyone can try and find out for themselves.